Opposite side, opposite of Chick, is Justin Capicotti, who's in there again, and that's I think double figures. He looks like he's caught a cramp in his right leg, but it looked like he was involved in his 10th sack of this game.
10th tackle, yep.
Or excuse me, tackle, I should say. And yeah, you're at 9-10 tackles. You're contributing as a D lineman in a big way, and he's cramping up because of it.
94,
So they'll work on Capicotti. It looks like he's going to try and get to the on CTV. So Capicotti to the sidelines. As you mentioned, having a terrific night. And so into the game comes Medicine Hat native Connor McGuff, the number 4 pick in the 2017 draft. And a guy that's getting mentored on how to play defensive end by one of the best, and John Chick. 2nd and 6. Riley the slant, Hazelton the catch. Unamble the tackle, and another first down.
Riley in the pass game is quick slanting and sort of dig routing the Hamilton secondary to death here tonight. These quick cuts where Hamilton is just backing off, giving them space. Now the way you can combat that is to get up and play press coverage, play aggressively, and take your chances on a deep ball by Riley.
So Hazelton's 6th catch, Mike Riley up to 255 passing yards on the night. Little fake inside, and now Corey Watson can't get loose as Dominic Ellis was hanging on, and John Chick there to clean up.
Yeah, good hustle there by John Chick, and that's the Chick we're used to seeing. You look in past years, back as a rider as well, Saskatchewan Rough Rider, and as a Hamilton Tiger Cat. Again, I mentioned the 40 tackles. Watch the hustle here from the backside. Chick just relentless to get there and get involved all the way across the field.
But those Eskimo teams had the answer on 2nd down. 2nd and 7. Riley throws, caught by Stafford. And where's forward progress? Going to be short, I believe, by a yard. And maybe a little bit more.
Tell you this, just show you the space. Look at the space we're talking about here. I mean, this, again, it can be disguised where you're looking at zone or man, but if you're going to play that far off and give up these 7-8 yard curls, you're going to allow the offense to put together long drives.
5th time on 3rd down. Mike Riley has surged ahead. It's a little closer than it first looked, less than a yard, and Riley should have it. And it is indeed another Eskimo first down. Look at the first down difference in this game.
Yes, and that leads to time of possession and a tired front 7, guaranteed.
Eskimos averaging almost 9 plays per drive tonight. Riley throws, Stafford comes back for the football. There's another first down. They've hit 30, and again, the season high is 33 by Winnipeg.
Watch Don Unamba down here. Now he comes up in press on Stafford, but then he bails out of it. He comes up and shows it, and then he says, no, I'm going to play off and play cushion, defend against a big deep ball. And again, Kenny Stafford this time just takes it, turns up.
Holding Edmonton, number 66. 10-yard penalty, repeat, first down.
Now late flag, Matt O'Donnell gets called for the hold, and now Unamba is cramping. Not a particularly warm or hot evening here.
No, but signed on Monday in the starting lineup on Friday night.
And a defense that's been on the field for a lot of plays tonight. In fact, they've been on the field for 56 plays already. Well, it is a fraternity, and Mike Riley with words of encouragement for Zach Collaros prior to the game with more. Here again, Dustin Nielsen.
Yeah, it's obviously a tough stretch right now for Zach Collaros, 0-5 this year and winless in his last 10. But if anybody knows what he's going through, it's Mike Riley. In Riley's first season with the Eskimos, they started 1-1, and then they lost 8 in a row. And he said it was extremely difficult. He relied a lot on good friend Travis Lulay for support. Right now, going through it himself, Collaros says he relies heavily on his family.
Tough stretch. Guy who's won pretty much every one of his high school games. Great college record. We've seen him 2 years ago before his injury as the runaway MOP of the league. And it doesn't all fall on his shoulders, obviously, because, again, defensively, need to get a stop.
Courtney Stephen comes in for Unamba at the corner now as Riley rolls. Calvin McCarty the catch. Cut down by Dominic Ellis.
Now the strategy changes, though. Now for Hamilton, the strategy changes on this second and real long. You're almost looking at 20 yards here. So then you do want to back off and make Riley throw it underneath, rally to the tackle, and get your defense off the field. See, they're giving him a little room in the secondary back here, about 10-yard cushion at this point.
Second and 17 are the ones you absolutely need a stop. Riley with check in pursuit. Ball comes loose. Ticats knock it back, and Riley still loose. And who's going to come up with it? It's Vidal Hazelton with it. A wild play, and dropped back at the 12-yard line. John Chick comes up with a forced fumble that causes chaos in the Eskimo backfield.
Well, talk about good signs for Hamilton and Hamilton fans as their veterans are starting to make those plays that you expect the veterans to make. John Chick is gonna come off the edge playing his best half of the season that I've seen. I haven't been at every game, but watch John Chick. Great low hands and rip move to get outside and strip the ball from Mike Riley.
Seems to be an argument on the Eskimos sidelines, either arguing incomplete pass or maybe change of possession. But it is third down and 42 yards after the forced fumble by John Chick. Banks standing around midfield, and he'll take it at the Hamilton 53 into Edmonton territory. And down inside the 45-yard line. And for all the time of possession in the game, it's just an 8-point Edmonton lead.
Well, you know it's frustrating for a lot of these guys, and it starts there with John Chick, who's got a ton of pride. You know he's working the practice field and in the meeting rooms to contribute and get up there. I mentioned that he was leading his team in quarterback pressures, but that was a big one. Now can Collaros get some points on?
Pressure on here, and that dangerously into the flat. Caught by Timms. A quick close by Maston. 3-yard gain.
Defensively, Edmonton did not, Odell Willis did not fall for the play fake on the run. The play action fake didn't fall for it. So he was there too quick, forcing a real scary throw for Zach Collaros, but that could have gone the other way.
Another pressure for Willis, who was tied for the lead in combined sacks and pressures coming into the week. 2nd and 7. And movement before the snap.
Offside, Edmonton, number 92. 5-yard penalty, remains 2nd down.
So the call against Daquan Bowers.
Second offside for Bowers.
And the third time in the game, Collaros has drawn that front offside. And that's the one area the Ticats have had the advantage tonight. Big penalty, though, was the pass interference in the end zone that set up the first touchdown. Now they're going to hitch it out to Timms. He's still eligible to get up, but not going very far. After the catch knocked him off stride.
Well, the design of this call is to have Timms, who is right here. He's the 4th receiver to the field. I think what the design is to influence the defense on that play fake, that run fake to C.J. Gable, and get Timms with so much space that he not only gets the first down, but much more. But the problem with it is you're throwing it 4 or 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Marcy Maston made the play, and now from 47 out, Castillo hits it. And it's a 5-point Edmonton lead. So Hamilton hanging around here.
Well, this is, whether you're 0-5 or whatever your record is, when you go on the road against a good team, Edmonton Eskimos are a good team at 5-0. You can go one possession into the fourth quarter either way. That's a good road game to that point. Now, can Ken Austin's group find a way to finish and get that first win? The good sides here for Hamilton is their veterans, as we mentioned, are starting to make plays. Brandon Banks has been better. John Chick's been better. Simone Lawrence has been around the football.
But with the time of possession in favor of Edmonton, how worn down will that defense be in the fourth quarter? Here's Perkins. He's got some running room. And a burst close to first down yardage. In fact, it is a first down up at the 45-yard line.
This type of matchup just doesn't happen very often in CFL history. In fact, only 2 other times has a 5-0 team played against an 0-5 team. There's the results back in 2005. Hamilton 0-7, BC 7-0, and the Lions won that one. But I know Hamilton fans are looking at that second matchup saying, so you're saying there's a chance.
They've won their last 2 visits to Commonwealth. That's the 30th first down of the game, and Brian Mitchell's got a catch at the 50 and 5 yards more. And these 2 teams have split the last 5 season series. Edmonton winning 15 days ago. And this game still in the balance as we hit 3/4 time at the Brick Field at Commonwealth. The Castillo field goal at the end of the third quarter makes it 26-21 Edmonton through 3/4 of play. A week ago, very much in this as we head to the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and you got to give credit to, again, these veterans, guys like John Chick that are stepping it up in that third quarter. But to get over the top, to get over the hump for Hamilton, they're going to have to get more aggressive in that back end. And I'm talking about their DBs getting up and taking away some of these slants and some of these curls and take the chance. Why not? You're 0-5. Go after it. Play to win the game, not lose the game.
How much energy do they have left? The plays are 59 for Edmonton, 23 for the Ticats on the night.
Well, that's the challenge, and they're going to have to dig down deep here to make it happen against a great leader who, believe me, knows how to win and how to finish games in Mike Riley.
So we start the fourth quarter, a second down for Edmonton at the 51, 2nd and 4. Pump from Riley who gets hit. That ball floating up there. And incomplete. Looked like offensive pass interference. We'll see if that's the call. Mitchell up against Rogers.
Yeah, I agree. It looked like that was going against Mitchell,
who might have saved an interception.
Offensive pass interference. Edmonton number 80. That penalty's declined. It will be 3rd down.
Well, let's take a look at the end of the play first, but I do want to show you what Hamilton did in this situation right out of the gate. They got up and they played press coverage. And they're getting the ball back.
Just the 3rd punt of the game for Hugh O'Neill. Banks awaiting at around the 15. Just inside the 15, a 45-yard punt. Banks unable to find a crease in that downfield cover.
Let me show you back to that play. This is what we're talking about at the break here. Look what the DBs are doing now, Chris. They're jumping up. Get up in the face of these guys. Play aggressively. Pedal to the metal. What do you got to lose? If they're going to go deep because you're playing press, hey, take your chances and be athletic at the top of the road. And that's what they do here. Get aggressive, get the offensive PI, and get Zach Caleros back on the field.
also got a little pressure on Mike Riley that time. Larry Dean, the middle linebacker, turned up the heat. Not sure what's going on here. Is that a timeout for the Ticats?
Down repeated for Edmonton. Third down, Edmonton.
So a penalty against the Eskimos, and Ken Austin wants them to punt again. Presuming that call came from upstairs, because that I didn't see a flag on the field for quite some time. But it gives Banks a second chance here.
Yeah, well, and good decision by Ken Austin. I mean, give him a second chance, because the cover teams now run 45 yards. They're trying to get some oxygen. They got to cover again. Whoa.
High snap. O'Neill pulled it down and a line drive punt. One hop for Banks. 44-yard kick. And Banks doesn't have any room. He's forced out on the Edmonton sidelines. But Zach Collaros comes out. He's 15 of 19, a couple of touchdown passes on the night, and 176 yards.
And now back in a game where you can run your offense, you can run your game plan, you can go back to C.J. Gable, swing it out, pick up 4 or 5 on first down, and put together a long drive here. Not chasing by 2 or 3 scores.
By the way, the penalty on that first Edmonton punt, illegal interference against Alex Hoffman-Ellis. At the 30, a lot of misdirection, and not fooled at all was Euclid Cummings. He was in the huddle that time.
Misdirection offense in the backfield. You can't allow penetration. You just can't. If they come up the middle and they get a push up the middle, it just destroys the play. You gotta seal it, not allow that penetration, or it's game over on plays running east-west.
Loss of 5, second and 15. They try to throw the screen into traffic, and Gable taken down quickly by Willis.
5-0 team just got a sense of urgency. They just felt it, and they turned it up a notch right there on defense.
Quick 2 and out. And the punt team comes on for the Cats.
Give me 2.
J.C. Sherritt.
Yes, the leadership command. The captain on the sidelines, cheering on the captain on the field of that defense. High punt, fielded by Edwards. Up over midfield, open field, and away he goes. Tracked down inside the 20, a touchdown-saving tackle by Courtney Stephen. But Chris Edwards, who led the league in kick return average, with a huge punt return there of 51 yards. And after the Cummings defensive play, momentum back with the Eskimos.
How do you?
Longest punt return of the season for the Eskimos. Chris Edwards, 51 yards.
Yeah, too much separation, Chris, between the Gunners, the first 2 down the field, and the rest of the cover team for Hamilton. And Chris Edwards made him pay for that mistake.
And it was Felix Faubert-Lucier bringing him down to save the touchdown. 4th red zone of the night for the Eskimos, who are 2 for 3. Riley, that ball tipped and then knocked down. Dominic Ellis in coverage, intended for Getzlaff. Like somebody got a hand on it en route.
I thought Coleman might have got his hand on it. Timing, see number 0, right hand. Yep.
Boy, the efficiency on second down tonight Will it continue here on 2nd and 10? Has some time, end zone, Hazelton, touchdown! Fourth touchdown of the year for Vidal Hazelton.
Simone Lawrence drops out, so it's really 5-on-5. No pressure as far as blitz goes, and it looked like they dropped into a zone concept, and Hazelton just split the zones wide open. Well, 3/4 of the way to the back of the end zone.
He didn't stick the landing, but he didn't have to. And it's the 4th time that the Eskimos have hit for 30 points or more this year. That one just got through. Somebody got a hand on that, but O'Neal had enough to get the convert through. Riley with his 2nd touchdown pass of the night, 98 now in his career. Hazelton on the receiving end.